Hey, what's up? This is DTJ reminding you to like, subscribe, and after subscribing, go on and click that notification bell and set your notifications to all. Thanks for that. Hey, today I am in Minatomrai district, which is inside the city of Yokohama. Let's go inside the Cup Noodle Museum. I have been in Japan for so long, but I always just walk right past this place. But today is the day I'm finally decided to go inside with the family and do a small video in here. I'm glad I did too, because I learned a lot about cup noodles. You would think there's nothing to it, just some old dry noodles in a cup, right? Well, it is that, but it's a little bit more than that too. And it took a lot just to get it to that point, actually. Admission to get in is 500 yen for adults, and all of my children got in for free, even my 8-year-old. Just so you know, there's also a food court type area on the 4th floor with an indoor playground for children, but there is a height requirement prior to going in there, so just know that. My 3-year-old wasn't allowed in, so we all just kind of left and went down to the 2nd floor. Glad we did though, because we got to learn the rich history of the cup noodle. You see, it all started when a man in his 40s named Momofuku Ando had all his other businesses go belly up and wanted something to work on. After seeing people in line in the markets for bowls of ramen, he thought, why not just make ramen that you can enjoy instantly with hot water? After lots of trials and tribulations, he saw his wife making tempura one day, and then it hit him. Bam! The grease dries out the tempura. So he applied this technique to his noodles, then packaged them, and created his first package of noodle called chicken noodles. They were still in a pack back then, not in a cup. I'm gonna get to that. Soon after, copycats began imitating his chicken noodles, and so the government stepped in and tasked him with organizing the instant ramen noodle industry. But one catch, he had to bring all the other imitation companies together to follow suit. Could you imagine that? People copying you, and you had to bring them all under one roof and make them all work together? At first he was reluctant to do so, but then realized it was better this way because he didn't want the customers to suffer the outcome of unregulated instant noodle industry, with companies popping up and putting whatever they wanted into noodles, potentially making it unsafe. So he did what the government asked him to do. After he was able to unite all of them, he went to the USA to try to expand the instant noodle industry. But because the Americans had no idea how to eat it, they suggested putting it in a cup so that they could eat it with forks instead of chopsticks. It was a brilliant idea, but then Ando had to figure out the logistical nightmare of how to get the noodles in a cup and apply it to a mass production scale. He accomplished this by building the cup around the noodle instead of putting the noodle in the cup. I know it sounds crazy, but it makes absolute sense. After that, it took off. Where, you say? Well, one place was space because, he created a noodle pack that the astronauts could enjoy while in space as well. Dang! And he did that actually when he was 95 years old. I've eaten about half of these cup noodles since I have been here in Japan, especially the curry noodles. I practically lived off of them in my 20s. Workshop. Momofuku Ando's workshop. Yeah. No, Mari. So true. So there you have it, Momofuku Ando, the creator and pioneer of the cup noodle. I'm DTJ. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. DT out.